Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. So not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. That's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. Zechariah chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. It's a lot going on. A lot going on. Of course, you know I have two dreams for you. Let's start with one dream. This is an old dream I had last year around this time. A little boy had a book that was written in everything that was true, written in the book. The little boy and myself was looking for answers. The little boy looked like a cartoon character, but he was real. We confronted, or he confronted this aliens and started, I guess we started warring with them. One came on the scene with a remote that controlled this large helicopter and made it do things that a pilot couldn't do. He told the little boy, because he was angry with the little boy, how he buried his grandfather alive. That's what he did. So I seen the vision, his grandfather still alive in this tunnel. Next thing, this being with the eyes that was like lights. And I saw the little boy. So I saw this being with eyes look like it's one dream. I'll tell you another dream a little later. So let's get into it. Because these things are happening. God has written down these things, but these pastors, preachers, prophetess, and all these people, man, they got you going in the wrong direction with these things. Man, I'm telling you, they got you going in the wrong direction. And God, like the Lord God said, I didn't send those people. If he would send those people, then he said my people would have changed. So let's go to Ezekiel chapter 28. Ezekiel chapter 28. Now this is the Catholic Church he's talking about. It's the Catholic Church. When you go to Apocrypha, this is a book of Apocrypha. So you go in the book of Apocrypha, you go to 2 Maccabees, I think it's chapter 4. It tell you what Tyrus is and how Tyrus came about. The word of the Lord came to me saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus say the Lord God, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou say, I am God, and I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the sea. Yet thou art a man, and not a God, though thou set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, thou is wise. I read to this already. Behold, thou is wiser than Daniel. So there's no secret that could be hid from thee. With the wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches and have gotten gold, silver, and into thy treasure. So that's the Catholic Church he's talking about. So that's Ezekiel chapter 28. So you know he's going to destroy the Catholic Church. Yeah, man, he's going to destroy all that. I have read that to you before. I read to you that this week, matter of fact. Yeah, well, I'll tell you again. So that's chapter 28. He talked, Ezekiel chapter 28, he talking about destroying the Catholic Church because of what they have done. So go there and read that, Ezekiel chapter 20. Now, Ezekiel chapter 38, he talking about destroying that piece of dirt over there called Israel. And this is who he going to send against. Ezekiel, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach, Tubal, and prophesy against him. And said, Thus say the Lord God, behold, I'm against thee, O God, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put my hooks in thy jaw, and I bring thee forth, and all thy armed horses and horsemen of all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gormar and all his band, the house of Togrim, North Quarters and all his band, and many people. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all the company that assembly unto thee. Be thou a guard unto them. After many a guard, like, not a god, a guard. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years, what these are these times, yet thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from a sword and is gathered out of many people against the mountain of Israel, which have been always waste, but is brought forth out of the nation that dwells safely, all of them. See? So that's he bring it up. I tell you, thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud covering the land. Thou and all thy bands and many people. Thus said the Lord God, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. Thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, and I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely. All of them dwell without walls in heaven, neither bars nor gate, to take spoil and take prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, upon the people that have gathered out of nations which have gotten cattle good that dwell in the midst of the land. Sheba, Dedan, the merchant of Tarshish, with all the young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, thou art thou come to take a spoil, thou hast gathered thy company to take a prey, carry away silver and gold, take away cattle and good, and take a spoil. Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say to God, thus say the Lord God, in that day when my people Israel dwell safely, thou shalt thou not know it? So now you're talking about us, because none of this going to happen until well, let me finish reading it to you. And thou shalt come from the place out of the north part, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company, a mighty army. And thou shalt come against my people Israel as a cloud covered land. It shall be in the latter days, and I'll bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, and I will be sanctified in thee, O God, before thy eyes. Thus saith the Lord God, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servant, the prophet of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I would bring thee against me? So that's bring thee against them. So this is the prophecy, and this is the time you're living in. And it shall come to pass the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, say the Lord God, that my fury shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in the day there shall be great shaking in the land of Israel. So we're going to have what is shaking? Earthquake, man. So that the fishes of the sea, and the fowls of the heaven, the beasts of the field, and the creeping things that creep upon the earth, and all men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. And the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, say the Lord God. Every man's sword shall be against his brother. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood. And I will rain upon him, upon his bands, and upon the many people that are with him, an overflowing rain, and with great hailstone, fire, and brimstone. So you know the time that is. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many. I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and shall know that I am the Lord. But this is not going to happen until what? Until Israel, the people, be gathered, us, the people that he sent away to captivity, be gathered throughout all nations, kindred, and tongue, from all the earth where he had to scatter us. And then after we do that, we're going to be back in that land, then they're going to come up against that land because they know that we are there. Okay, well, he's going to destroy it. He's going to destroy Jerusalem and all that land. And just like I read it to you before, that's why I didn't want to read it to you again. And Ezekiel chapter 28, how you going to come up against the Catholic Church. Yeah, what that is, the destruction of the Catholic Church. People think Tyrus, well, Babylon is one and Tyrus is another, but you know how these people are. So all I can do is just tell it to you. That's all I can do, just tell it to you. You go read it, and once you get back in the bonds of forever covenant, you know that that is the truth. You know it's the truth. Yeah, because we think you never they have your heart thinking on other things, but when you start reading the prophecy, then you know that he is talking about the Catholic Church. All right, let's go to a dream that haven't came to me yet. So let's go to this book here. Banned from the Bible, Enoch, Jubilee, and Hasher. And I was with someone last night, man. This man was highly intelligent man, well educated and everything. Of course, I like to be around people like that because iron sharpens iron, and they just bring you back to some remembrance of things. But good remembrance, righteous remembrance of things. But anyway, so let's go to the book of Enoch. And like I told you, the book of Enoch, with the Lord God told, not just the Lord God. Enoch wrote down everything that was going to happen from generation to generation. So we're going to chapter 99. Chapter 99. Chapter 98 is when you read chapter 98 in the book of Enoch, when you read that part, then you know that with times that you're living in, that you're living in the times now. But let's go to chapter 99. Woe to you that do godless acts and praise and honor and lies, and should perish, and no happy life should be yours. Woe to them that pervert the words of righteousness and transgress the eternal law and count themselves as sinless. They shall be trodden under foot of earth. So who you know that does that? I told you, man, y'all better get out them church house, synagogue, sanctuary, high places, temple, tabernacle. Come out of them, my people. Be not a part of their sin. That's the Lord God telling you. And another say, woe unto them that pervert the words of righteousness. So they pervert the words of righteousness. That's what they do. The pastor and preacher that I read that to you in the book of Jeremiah, in the book of Ezekiel, where the Lord God said, I didn't send them people. That's what he said. He tell me, I didn't call them people. I didn't choose those people. That's what the Lord God telling you he didn't do. And that's what he said. So who pervert the words of righteousness and transgress the eternal law? So what's the eternal law? The covenant day, the Sabbath day, the day that the Lord God rests. He said, man, yeah, that's the covenant. The eternal law, the Ten Commandments, eternal law, the covenant day, that's a part of the law. And what they did, they got rid of the covenant day, the most significant day. Go read Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15, man. Come on. And count themselves as sinless. So who count themselves as sinless? Man, you can't tell them priests or none of them pastors, priests. You can't tell them nothing, man. There ain't no sin in them. Come on, bro. Let's go. They'll be trodden underfoot on the earth. Okay, their time is coming. And those days make ready. I have read that to you in St. Mark chapter 13 about what time you're living. Living in the tribulation of the prophets. That's the time you're living in, man. You just, well, in those days make ready your righteous. In those days make ready you righteous to rise your prayers as a memorial and to place them as a testimony before the angels, that they may place the sin of the sinners for a reminder before the Most High. And that's what you're supposed to be. That's why I told you, man, go back to King David. Man, King David tell you how to pray for you. These people trying to get you riled up, and don't you fall for that. Children of God, if you of the Lord that God, and truly children of the Lord that God, man, don't fall for that the okie doke. You know what the okie doke mean? That they mean that they get you to fall for something. And that's what they want you to fall for. So when you fall for it, they got something for you. Yeah, but you gotta fall for it first. And like I tell you all the time, these people have been trying and trying for years and years and years, ever since the civil rights movement, to get you to start some more movers. And so they got them guns and everything waiting. Oh yeah, and the policemen and everything. What do you think they give them all? President Obama gave them all that military equipment for. You think that military equipment is for what? We're gonna have some space invaders or something, which we know we already have that. But he didn't give them that for that. He gave them to that for the what? For us. Man, come on, man. For the children of Israel, man, the people gonna be rounding people up, killing people. And it's here right now. You just not paying attention. Yeah. They have in China. In China got this new virus in China. And so as they have this new virus in China, so man, don't you know them people quarantined 11 million people. Can't leave the city, can't do nothing. They're quarantined. Now, how easy is that for them to do that in the United States, man? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Not just the United States. They can do that all over the world anytime they feel like it. All right, well, all they got to do, just like it did, they initiated a virus. They said we don't know how the virus comes, but I'm telling you, they initiated a virus. So when they initiate a virus, then They put that, they quarantine, because the CDC or disease have more control over things than war. Well, you don't have to believe me, but you see it. So, yeah, so now they can do as they please. People can't leave, can't go nowhere, can't fly out, can't ride out, can't walk out, can't do nothing out. And that's how easy it is for things to change. I just want to put that on your mind. All right. In those days, make ready, you righteous, to raise your prayers as a memorial. See? Because what they're going to be doing? Killing you. And as a praise to them as a testimony before the angels, that they may praise the sin of the sinners for a reminder before the Most High. So they're going to be killing us. They're going to do it to me too. But they can't do it till that time is set for them to do it. All right. In those days, nations shall stir up, and families of nations shall rise on the day of destruction. Don't read it to you again. See, I already know what it's going to say. In those days, the nations shall be stirred up, and the families of nations shall rise on the day of destruction. Don't do that. When you go to these books, I tell everybody, when you go read these books and you back in the Bible and forever covenant and doing what thus says Lord, there's no way you're gonna become no way you're gonna be dumbed down. Because that's about all this education, this teachings and everything. That's for to keep you under control, to keep you on check, to keep you going in their system. Well, I mean, all I can do is tell it to you. Verse 5. And in those days the desolate shall go and throw their children out, and shall abandon them, so that their children should perish because of them. They shall abandon their children that are still babies suckling, and not return to them, and shall have no pity on their loved ones. That's what's going to happen. It's happening now. You're just not paying attention. It's happening now. And it's going to happen all over the world. All right, well, that's the book of Enoch, chapter 99. Again, I swear to you, you sinners, the sin is prepared for the day of unceasing bloodshed. Unceasing, let me say, again, I swear to you, you sinners, that sin is prepared for a day of unceasing bloodshed. And they who worship stones, carved images, gold and silver and wood and stone and clay, and those who worship impure spirits and demons and all kinds of idols not according to knowledge, shall get no manner of help from them. So when this bloodshed and that's sword and all these things, you ain't gonna be able to go run to the Catholic priest, run to the church house. That's what it's telling you. Say, and those who worship stones, that's in the church house, that's what you worshiping. That building, that church house, you're not worshiping God. Carved images of gold and silver, all those things in the church house, that's what you go and worship. That's what you pay your tithes and offering for. Come on, man. Silver and wood and stone and clay. And those who worship impure spirits and demons. And that's what you worship. The Catholic Church, impure spirits and demons. You don't think that you're doing it, but you are doing it. Why? Because the whole world has been deceived. Lord God told you, I'll send you a strong delusion that you should be a believer lie. And that's what you're doing. You're in that strong delusion and you believe in that lie. Yeah, you believe that the Catholic Church is here for that what? Help you and do things for you, but that's a lie. You believe what? The Jews are here for to help you. And when they didn't took over, let me go ahead. They didn't took over. And guess what they're doing? When you go to this book, the Testament of the Testament of Solomon, you go to that book, and what does the demon say? I read it to you before. The demon said, told Solomon, King Solomon, this is only for a little while. He said, when you die, we're going to take and they're going to destroy this temple, and they're going to break these jaws and everything. They're going to loose us, and they're going to worship us like we are what? Gods. And that's what they're doing. It's all on television, it's all everywhere. And I told you, ain't nothing you can do, nothing you can say that does not have the mark of some type of demon on it. All I can do is tell it to you. And yeah, and that's, oh man. Yeah, well, All I can do is just give it to you like the law of God has been given to me. And that's what you do. All right? Well, let me read it to you now. This is the book. This is the book, Testament of Solomon. You can listen to this on YouTube. And this page 20. Yeah, this page, all right. Look, he said, wherefore my star is the bright in heaven, a man call it the wing, the dragon's child. I keep near unto this star. So ask me not many things, for the kingdom also after a little time is to be disrupted, and the glory but for a season. In short will we be thy tyranny over us. That we tell. And then shall again we have free range over mankind, so that they shall revere us as if we were gods, not knowing to men that they are the names of the angels that set up over us. Told you. I tell you, it's written down in more than one spot in this book. That's what he told. That what he told King Solomon. That's what he told. Say that we're gonna revere. They're gonna worship us as though we as gods. Yeah. So that's the time that it's time we're in right now. That's what he told us. Said, man, we're gonna that's what he told them. Right? Okay. All right. So let's go. I'll tell you, man, I give it to you at the Lord God, give it to me and say that's what he's doing. That's what they worship now. These people in Hollywood and these movie stars, a lot of actors and things. Talking about the Illuminati and 1%, and we got monies and everything. You have a damn lie. What you have, that's a lie. It's a strong delusion, and you just going right along with that program. Well, let's finish reading. Let me read it again to you. They who worship stones, those are in the church house, carved image, gold, silver, wood, stones, and clay, and those who worship impure spirits and demons, and all kinds of idols not according to knowledge, she'll get no manner of help from them. They can't do nothing. They can't, the church houses, the pope, the pastor, the preacher, they can't help you in this day. And they shall become godless by reason of the folly of their hearts, and their eyes shall be blinded through the fear of their hearts, through the vision and the abomination dreams. I would say ambush. What I say? Ambitious dreams. Forgive me. And I'm so used to saying abomination. Let's read again. They become godless in reason of folly of their hearts, and their eyes should be blinded through the fear of their hearts and through the vision and the ambitious dreams. So you know that's what they do. That was man said, what you gonna be when you grow up? What is your dream to do when you grow up? That's what he's telling you about. You blinded. Though they shall become godless and fearful, for they shall have done all their works with lies and have worshipped a stone. Therefore, in an instant shall they perish. That's what you're going to. That's what you're doing. You can't, the pastor and preacher, man, that was about worshiping that stone. Worshiping that. What's the stone? Worshiping them church houses. Don't give it to you like that. That's what they're doing. They can't keep them away from church. Can't keep them away from that church house. Can't keep them away from the buildings, the temples, the synagogues, and everything. Can't, but they're not worshiping God. They're not. But they call themselves worshiping God. Oh, I'm going to church. I'm going to worship God and everything. Get in there, praising song, and come right back out and do it. I can read that to you. Come right back out and do the things that like they never had went to church. I mean, let's finish. Let me finish up with this. All right. Because in those, I'm just telling you. But in those days, blessed are they who accept the words of wisdom and understand them and observe the paths of the Most High and walk in the paths of his righteousness and become not godless with the godless, for they shall be saved. I'm going to repeat it to you. But in those days, blessed are they who accept the words of wisdom and understand them and observe the paths of the Most High and walk in the path of his righteousness and become not godless with the godless, for they shall be saved. See? The Most High, walk in the paths of the Most High. Most High is not found in no church house. It's not. It's not. Where's the church? The people. You go in those buildings, what you supposed to be going in them buildings to do? You're not going in them buildings to do that because the buildings have been corrupted. The buildings have become den of thieves. That was the Lord God told you that they was going to become. And they have become that. All right. Well, you ain't got to believe me. Okay, woe unto you who spread evil to your neighbors, for you shall be slain in hell. Woe to you who make your foundation that of deceit, sins, and lies, and you cause bitterness on the earth, for they shall thereby be utterly consumed. Woe to you who build your houses through the hard labors of others. If that's not happening, if that's not what the thing is now, yeah. I'm going to get a business, I'm going to become your ambitious dreams. Why do you build your houses through the hard labor of others, and their building materials are the bricks and stones of sin? I tell you, you shall have no peace. Woe to them that reject the measure and eternal inheritance of their fathers, whose souls follow after idols, for they have no rest. See, woe to them that reject the measure of the eternal inheritance of their fathers. Now, what's the eternal inheritance of their fathers? The testament of 12 patriarchs, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. Those of our fathers, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and Joseph and Benjamin. Those are our fathers. And our fathers left us everything of the last, the exaltation of the last time, prophecy of the last time, what's going to happen to us in the last time. All these things our fathers and them left us. That was they left us of the last time. But we don't want to hear that. We do it being ambitious. Ambitious. That's what we doing. And that's right. And our fathers told us everything that was going to happen to us in the last days. They told it to us all. Everything. Told us we was going to go in captivity, what was going to happen to why I was in captivity, give us warnings what not to do in the captivity, what was going to become of our children, our women, and everything in the captivity. That's in the testament of 12 patriarchs. But you reject that. You reject that because it says it. Woe unto you reject the measure and eternal inheritance of their fathers, whose souls follow after idols, for they shall have no rest. Whose souls follow after what? And that's what we do, man. You go to work every day. What you go to work for? To worship what? The gods of wood, stone, iron, brass, and go say, I have this in my house, I have that. Wear fine raiment and everything. That's what you're doing. You can see what you're doing. Woe to them who do unrighteous act and help oppression and kill their neighbors until the day of the great judgment. For he will throw down your glory. And that's what they do it. And I listened to a man today on the radio. Man, doctor. Yeah, they doctor. They go there and get their doctorate, and that's supposed to prove that they're somebody. I call you doctor because you went through the process. But I watch what you do. I don't look at what you say. I watch what you do. And you're doing all these things. And what's not wrong with you wanting to do these things. There's nothing wrong with you want to get out there and work and do these things and help others to work with them. But that is what God told us to do. Lord God said, first seek you the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and all these other things shall be added on to you. That was the Lord God told us. But we're not doing that. We're seeking everything else but the kingdom of God and his righteousness. I'm just giving to you like it is. And there's nothing wrong with you want somebody, but first teach them about how to serve the Lord God, how to be righteous in his heart, and then everything else will be all right. Okay, well, all I can do is give it to you like the Lord God has given it to me, because I did that what you said. I went out there and got educated and learned how to do different things, but it didn't help me. It didn't help me. They're still killing God's people. They still got two Americas. They still got it. So it didn't change nothing about me getting an education. It didn't change nothing about me improving my skills. It didn't change nothing by me learning technology. It didn't change nothing. All it did made it worse. Because then I put my soul in jeopardy because I didn't do the first work. So that's all I can tell you, man. All right, so let's go. For he shall throw down your glory and bring affliction on your hearts, and shall rouse his fierce anger and destroy you, and all with the sword, and all the holy and righteous shall remember your sins. I'm going to repeat that to you one more time. And he shall throw down your glory and bring afflictions on your heart, and shall arouse his fierce anger and destroy you with all the sword, and all the holy and righteous shall remember your sins. That's the law of God, anger. And that's what God is angry. People don't understand. God is angry, and you're going to do something, and then it's going to be let loose on you. And then there's nothing within 3 years. I know it's going to happen. I can tell you what's going to happen. And you're not going to believe it. I can tell it to you, but you're not going to believe it. And after that happens, man, that darkness is going to come in, and it's going to be easy, and you're going to see it coming. You're going to see it coming. And then you're going to say, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You say, oh. And then that fear going to take over. All right, well, anyway, chapter 100. And in those days, in one place, the fathers to gather together their sons shall kill one another, and brothers shall fall in debt together until the stream of blood flow, until the stream flow with their blood. I'll read it to you again. I'm not the rest of the read. I know there are people out there that read that. I hope they do it. Yeah. This what he said. This is the prophecy. And in those days, in one place, the fathers together with their sons shall kill one another, and the brothers shall fall in debt together until the stream flow with their bloods. For man shall not withhold his hand from killing his sons and his son's son, and the sinner shall not withhold his hand from his honored brother. From dawn until sunset shall they kill one another. This is scripture. And the heart shall walk up to the breast in the blood of sinners, and the chariot shall be submerged to its height. Now, that's in the book of Revelation. Okay, well, this was written way before the book of Revelation. Okay, all right. And in those days, the angels should descend into the secret place and gather together into one place all those who brought down sin, and the Most High will arise on that day of judgment to execute great judgment among sinners. I'll tell you over and over again, man, it's going to be like the time of Noah. All right, well, all right. It's going to be like the time of Noah. And then we're going to be gone, though. The righteous going to be gone. They're not going to fly you away to heaven or nothing like that. God going to bring you back. Some going to the wilderness. Some going to the holy mountain. Some going to be in the garden. That's what I'm just telling you. That's how God comes. That's why he tell you the reward is in his hand. Those who go to the sword, going to the sword. Those who go to the famine, going to the famine. Those going to the pestilence, going to the pestilence. And those going to the death. I'm just telling you what the law of God is showing and telling you. Just like the dream I told you about this week, about they're going to have a draft. They got to have a draft. They can't fight no war without a draft because nobody can be volunteering that war, especially the people that they need, the skilled laborers and stuff, and the doctors and the nurses and all that they're going to need. Them people not volunteering to go on the war. People have monies, and they ain't gonna send their children in harm's way. They're not. But if you are Israel, you can't go to war, period. I'm telling you now, if you go there, I went to war too by way of peacetime. Don't go there. Don't go there because you're not coming back. I'm telling you what the law of God say now. If you go there, you're not coming back. All right, well, you just go ahead on and think the law of God gonna lie. You say to the sword, to the famine, to the famine, to the pestilence, to the pestilence, to death. Come on, bro. All right. Dog to the dogs that tear. All right. Well, let's see. In those days, the angels should descend in the secret place and gather together into one place all those who brought down sin. That's the righteous who brought down sin. And the Most High will arise in one day of judgment and execute great judgment among them. So they can gather us together those that descend and got us together where? In the secret place. And over all the righteous and holy he will appoint guardians from among the holy angels to guard them as the apple of his eye until he makes an end of all wickedness and all sin. Even the righteous sleep in a long sleep and have nothing to fear. Now that's the Lord God telling you what he's going exactly what he's going to do. And guess what? He said angels over the righteous. Well, I know the guy angels watching me, man. I got so many angels watching me, protecting me, guiding me, leading me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They let themselves be known that they're there sometimes too. Let me know. I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah. So that's what I'm telling you, man. And after the wise will seek the truth, and their sons will understand the word of this book, and recognize that their riches should not be able to save them to overcome their sin. And that's the time you're living in. That's why the Lord God sent me and sent others. I'm just one watchman. You got a whole lot of watchmen out there. And they keep telling you and telling you and telling you over and over again. Man, get out from church house, get out from synagogue, get away from those things, because those things are corrupt in all their ways and all they need. They are corrupt. And he just keep telling you and telling you over and over again. Man, come out, come out, come out. Don't be a part of that. Repent. Get back in the binds of forever covenant. Because what's coming, your money not going to be able to save you, your car's not going to be able to save you, going to them church houses not going to be able to save you, calling your pastor and preaching, see what's happening, none of that going to be able to save you, man. Okay. It's judgment time. It's judgment. And you know how Israel, I'm talking about them Jews have nothing to do with Israel. They don't. Israel is one people, the Jews are another people. That's why I keep telling you over and over again. Man asked me last night. He said, well, why the Jews kill? Isn't Jesus a Jew? No, Jesus is not a Jew. He's not a Jew. Now, he's the king of the Jews, but Jesus is not a Jew. He's a part of Israel. You come out the two tribes. I think it's Joseph and Judah and Joseph. I think that's what the tribes they come out. But anyway, Israel is not a Jew. No. So I told him again, somebody that tried to remind him there again last night, man, Jesus is not a Jew. He's not a Jew. He's an Israel. He's from a righteous seed. Okay. All right. And the wise men will seek the truth, and their sons will understand the words of this book and recognize that their riches should not be able to save them to overcome their sins. Woe to you sinners on the day of the strong anguish. You who afflict the righteous and burn them with fire, you shall be required according to your works. See? Afflict the righteous. So I'm just telling you, man. It says, woe unto you sin a day of the strong anguish, when you who afflict the righteous and burn them with fire. And what that's telling you right there, I keep telling you, come out of church house, synagogue, sanctuary. Man, because the righteous, they're going to be killing the righteous. Yeah, man, them Christians and everything. Who you think will be killing the righteous? Christians. I just read that to you. Either you take this, who you think that mark gonna be? That gonna be a Christian mark. That's the devil hiding behind what? The angel of light. Man, come on, man. I keep telling you this over and over and over and over. It's a reason why I'm telling you this over and over again. Over and over again. Man, all that I was talking to me, like, you gotta get rid. I had to get rid of all that Sunday school teaching, Sabbath, Pentecostal teaching, Jehovah's Witness teaching, Seventh-day Adventist teaching. You gotta get rid of all that teaching, Catholic teaching. All that come from one place. Come from one that Jewish teaching. You gotta get rid of all that and get back in the binds forever. Come the Holy Lord God and depend and trust in the Lord their God. Start from scratch. Start from scratch. I had to start over from scratch. And as I start over being obedience to God, and then God starts showing and opening up my eyes, like the Lord God said, when you seek me with your whole heart, you shall find me. But you're not seeking God with your whole heart. You go out to the pastors and the preachers and not humble yourself and just depending straight up on God. That's why I had to do that. And then as I started doing that, then God started opening up things for me and showing me things that was already there in plain sight, and I never knew it was there. Okay, because these pastors and preaching stuff that they are gatekeepers. They are gatekeepers, man. You'll never find out. Then you find yourself going to hell right along with them. All right, well, all I can get is say, Say, woe unto sinner on the day of destroying, you shall afflict the righteous and burn them with fire. Well, who else they did that to? Father Abraham. They tried to burn them with fire. The three little Hebrew boys, they tried to burn them. And so when the Romans, when the saints first started off, before they called them Christians, when the saints they was burning them and killing them with fire. Come on, bro. And they're gonna do it again. All right. Right? You shall be reacquainted according to your works. Woe unto you, you obstinate of heart, who watch in order to see to devise wickedness. Forgive me. Woe unto you, obstinate of heart, who watch in order to deceive. Man, why keep saying deceive? It's devise. I'll read it one more time. Woe unto you, obstinate of heart, who watch in order to divide wickedness. Therefore shall fear come. Therefore shall fear come on you, and there shall be none to help you. Read it again. Woe unto you, obstinate of heart, who watch in order to devise wickedness. Therefore shall fear come on you, and there shall be none to help you. And that's what they're doing, man. All this technology there, that's demon technology. Right now, on this television, on this this demon technology. Go to, I'll tell you, this demon technology, man. Azazel technology. Where do you think all this stuff come from? You think all this come from God? God permitted them to do this, but the demon's the one who carried out the work. All right, well, I mean, all I can do is tell you, all I can do is give it to you like the law of God has given to me. He ain't gonna destroy it all because the law of God that make this world why would God make a world and then for all these things, all this stuff that you're doing, all this stuff is corrupting the planet. Everything's corrupting the planet. And that's Satan's sin. I read that to you. In the book of Adam and Eve, what Satan's plan is. Satan's plan is to kill you. To get rid of the food source. And then after you get rid of the food source, to get rid of the water source. And what if you don't have no food and water, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to you if you don't have no food and water? And that's what they're doing, and man. Satan got these people running behind monies that they could never obtain. Because when you die, naked you came in the world, naked you leave out. Only one thing you can take out this world is God's spirit, God's holy light. That's the only thing you can take out this world. You can't take nothing else out of this world, and Satan knows that. And he gets you to run behind these monies all your life. Then the day you die, you leave with nothing. You don't even leave out with your soul and your spirit, because that's the whole plan. That's the design plan. To take that from you too. You know, right? To be down there in the bottomless pit and the abyss with him. And it's all his demons. All right, well. I mean, all I can do is give it to you like you give it to me. All right. Okay. Woe to you, sinners, on account of your words of your mouth and on account of the deeds of your hands, which your godliness have caused, and blazing flames burning worse than the fire should you burn. Let me read it again. Woe to you, you sinners, on account of the words of your mouth. You see, how do we sin? We sin with our mouth. Jesus told you, well, Jesus said, what's in the heart comes out the mouth and defiles a man. On account of your deeds of your hands, which your ungodliness have caused, the blazing flames burning worse than a fire shall you burn. And there's a lot to that. That's a lot to that. And I read to that in the book of the Gnostic Gospel. Yeah, Jesus said what he had caused a fire and waiting for it to blaze. I mean, that's all I can do. Read it to you. Verse 10. And now know that the angels will ask him in heaven about your deeds, and from the sun and from the moon and from the stars they will ask about your sins, because on earth you execute judgment on the righteous. So, I know a lot of people hate me, see me, walk away from me, because you have been taught. Yeah, what that is righteous is sin to you, because I don't try to wear fine raiment. I don't try to bend my tongue to sound like something I'm not. I don't wear those jewelry and all that filthiness and all this, because that can't save me. I'm not trying to go that route anymore. Yeah, I used to go because I was taught that way. But through the grace of God, He sent me another direction and learned that I'm one of God's holy angels, and I have a bright nature within me. And Father Adam kept trying. That's the book that's in the book of Adam and Eve. See if I have this book. In this book right here, the first and second book of Adam and Eve. So when you read that book or listen to it on YouTube, you find out that Adam and Eve was always trying to do what? Get back to the garden, get back to the bright nature. That's what they was trying to do. But you're not trying to do that. You're trying to, Jesus said, don't lay up treasures on earth where they what moths eat, rust corrupt, but lay up your treasures in heaven. And that's what Father Adam was always trying to do, get back to his bright nature, get back to the Garden of Eden, get back to paradise. That's what he was doing. And the children after him was on the holy mountain. And so when them children went back down, when them children went to with Cain's children, yeah, and got down there with all them demons and Cain's children after our fathers and them warned them not to go and went down off that holy mountain. What they try to do? Get back to that holy mountain. See? That's what we try to do. Try and get back to the wilderness, back to our holy mountain, back to the Garden of Eden. So that's what we are trying to do. That's what you're supposed to be trying to do. But other than that, they trying to make a paradise on this land. Why would you make paradise on this land when you know it's going to be destroyed? It's going to be destroyed. Every bit of it going to be destroyed. And I can see the dream I had. So in the dream I had, man, all I can do is see the earth, the two tectonic plates, the whole earth being rolled together like a scroll. Boy, and I seen that. And boy, I couldn't do nothing but just stand back and how it was happening. It happened. But it didn't happen all of a sudden. First I seen the earth reel backwards and forward. Just shaking backwards and forward. Then next, I seen an earthquake, man. This was such a powerful earthquake. I mean, it shook the whole world. That's how powerful the earthquake was. Then after I seen that powerful earthquake, the next one I seen the earth being rolled together like a scroll. Man, when I saw that, I said, man. Nothing was standing. Could you imagine that? Nothing standing? All right. So those, I give you 3 dreams. All those 3 dreams. Those 3 different dreams that God gave to me. All right. He will summon and testify against you every cloud and mist and dew and rain, for they shall all be withheld from falling on you, and they shall be mindful of your sins. When you read the book of Apocrypha, so when you go read this book here, the book of Apocrypha, that's a wisdom book. I told you how the Lord God brought me this book in a dream. Brought me this book in a dream just like this, a wisdom book. A wisdom book. But I told you if you want to know how I got the books, that's the name. Behold Elijah, how I got the books. So, but anyway, all wanted to destroy man because of our sins. I ain't gonna go into it. But all want to destroy man because of our sin, but the Lord God didn't permit them to do it. Not then. Okay, well, anyway. He will some testify against you every cloud in the midst of dew and rain. For they shall all be withheld from falling on you, and they shall be mindful of your sins. And now give gifts to the rain that it cease not falling from falling on you, nor the dew when it has received gold and silver for you, that it may fall. When the home frost and snow with their chilliness and all the snow storms and all their plagues fall on you, and those days shall not be able to stand before them. You're not. You shall not be able to stand before them. Can't save that money and all that stuff. When them people I'm telling these people houses, they have silver, gold, and everything else in their house. And when that storm or when the blasting come, destroy it all. Then after the blasting come, then come what? The mildew. Come on, man. While you reading the book of Revelation, say I will destroy what? Blasting and mildew. Man. Yeah, man, it's a terrible thing coming because you got to pay. You got to be judged. Got to be judged, man. Got to be judged. Did they not judge Jesus? Did they not judge the Lord God who created us? He did. God sent his judgment. God sent his word. All right. So when you're reading the book of Prophet, you learn more about that. I'm not getting into it now. My time is up. This is not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts, and I'm Elijah. Until next time.